This is Kari Wahlgren, the voice of Haruko from FLCL, and you're watching JVS. Keep watching. You know you want to. Really cool.
So there's an artist named Marcus Williams. I don't know if he's an artist alley this week, but I got this like 2 years ago, and he does all these different kind of renditions.
Oh, love
His
it.
art is amazing.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend if you can find them. You know.
I collect Wonder Woman stuff too, so.
I think he's got a website, Marcus the Visual.
Marcus the Visual?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay to come over and sit by you?
Yes. I mean,
Also-
you're not gonna like shove me out of my chair.
No, I'm not. I will not let
You're
him.
fine.
I'm Nagier. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, come on over here. Tell me your name one more time.
Nagier.
Nigier.
Yes.
That's a beautiful
Yes.
name.
Thank you.
Samuel.
Samuel, Kari,
meet you.
hey.
Kari. Thank
Like
you
Ferrari.
Yeah, thank you for stating that, because I definitely wanted to call you Kari. So it's
You know,
Kari.
I get it all the time. It's a Swedish name, so it's
Yeah.
like I literally keep telling people it's Kari like Ferrari.
All right,
Yeah.
so you want
Sometimes
me
it
to put
helps.
mine this way?
And I'm Walgreen like Walgreen?
Like a grin on your face.
Walgreen.
Wahlgren.
Got you. Okay.
As long as you get the Kari right. I
Got
don't
you.
care about
Kari.
anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The last name I'm not so worried about. The first name I'm just like,
I'm gonna be.
oh, are you gonna be it too? Or are you?
I'm just gonna kind of position mine that way. Always a little bit easier.
Oh, I got you. Go ahead and sit down. I got you. All right. Well, because we got like limited time with you.
Yes.
Although we could probably talk for forever because
We really could.
let's talk about your career.
I believe it, but you got to pick the good ones. You got to pick the really
We will.
big questions.
We will. No, actually, this is great. But anyway, I'm officially start this. So we're
Okay.
here, Otacon 2019, and we are with the real talented Kari Wahlgren.
Hi.
Got it.
Yes. Yes.
Who has been accredited for over 600 roles, and that is
insane.
impressive.
Thank you. Thank
wow. Wow. And I mean, this ranged from tons of shows, from DC Superhero Girls, Big Hero 6, DuckTales, Marvel Future Avengers, with numerous roles within these shows as well as that.
Yeah.
And this is the funniest one. I mean, Kung Fu Panda, The Legend of Awesomeness, where you pretty much are everybody in that show.
That was fun. Like I was Tigress in that show, but
Yeah.
then like they'd have Mrs. Foon, like, and she'd be this little old lady, and they're like, well, let's give it to Kari. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll do it, you know. So it was a lot of fun.
And yeah, so many different roles, but I think we need to start off with the important hard questions. And actually, these questions actually come from, as you like to say, the people always ask you the same questions. So if you take a look at the KariWahlgren.net page, your frequently asked questions,
Okay.
where all the questions where everybody's asked. So we're going to ask them anyway.
Okay, great. All right.
So look, literally the first question is, who's your favorite character? No, we're not going to ask that. I'm just
No,
playing.
don't ask that.
Nah, I'm
Because
just,
if you
just
ask me
playing.
who my favorite character is, I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I
ask you
don't
that.
know. It's like picking out of my children.
But I will ask you this.
Okay.
What character of all the characters you played do you feel that you personally resonate the most with?
Man, you know, I would say now, like over the years, maybe I would have had a different answer. But now it's definitely Haruko from FLCL
Yeah.
and from the sequels. And I say this because she has so many different sides to her personality. And I feel like with a lot of, especially female characters, they're just always perfectly sweet, and they're, you know, like these angelic characters, or they're just this evil, you know, one-note villain. And Haruko, she's got this vulnerable side and this like sensitive side, and she's got this crazy side. She's got a sexy side, and I think all of us have different sides to our personality, and so I think it's one of the few characters where I would go into the studio and I didn't know what she was going to say next or what she was going to do next, and I think there's something about feeling, I don't know if anybody else has felt like this, but sometimes I feel like an alien walking around, you know, and so I think there's so many things with Haruko that I really gravitate towards that role.
Right on. Yeah, speaking of alien, like you're home at Otacon. And all of
Man,
us are finally
right?
back on Mars.
Man, but it's so, that's the thing that's so awesome about conventions, though, is that people find their tribe. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Yeah.
Like, and conventions have just kind of exploded even since I started that, and so it makes me happy every time I go to a convention because people find their people, and they just like, I geek out on this, so do I, you know, or
25 years of Otacon, San Diego last week, 50 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon.
Well, here's a knock on wood.
So I think that's a really good segue. Haruko, fully cool, alternative and progressive. The fact that it took so long, and then finally you guys are getting, you know, what you got, and it's kind of just like, this is such an amazing, crazy show.
Yeah.
And your character is so, like, you kind of described it. But how does it actually feel, like, having, like, such tenure with that character, and then all of a sudden just out of you, like, okay, we're going to green this, coming to Adult Swim, and how was that feeling for you, like, to get to play that role again?
Well, first of all, I was totally shocked.
Yeah, we all are.
Because over the years, I'd go to conventions and people would be like, man, are they going to do an FLCL sequel?
Exactly.
And after about 13 or 14 years, you're like, give it up, man.
It's
It's
not gonna
never
happen.
going to
Exactly.
happen. So, you know, to have 18 years go by and then they call up and they're like, would you do this sequel to FLCL?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. But never thought it would happen.
Yeah.
And to their credit, you know, it's a scary, stressful thing that they did to take this really beloved, crazy cartoon and make these 2 new seasons of it.
Yeah.
So they hired a bunch of new artists, they told these new stories, they introduced these new characters, because they just didn't want to rehash the same thing.
Yeah.
So for me, it was cool to play the character again and to have her come back as kind of this mentor figure, because I felt older and wiser, you know, coming back 18, 19 years later. But also it kind of felt like putting on like your favorite old sweater, because the first couple of lines in the studio, everybody was like, that's Haruko, she's back.
Yeah.
So it was very special.
Yeah. I saw those, like, behind the scenes when Cartoon Network was running. I was like, this must be amazing. I'd be freaking out if it was.
It was emotional. Like it was downright like, you know, I think about where I was at in my life. I had not been in LA very long when I got that role, and you know, I was super poor. My roommate at the time, she would work craft services, and so she'd bring home frozen egg rolls, and that's what I'd eat and live off of. So it was crazy to come back and do that character again after all those years and be like, man, life has come. I mean, I still eat frozen egg rolls sometimes, but now I buy my own.
Habits never.
I wasn't going to ask, so I'm glad you were honest enough.
Now I can afford to buy my own.
My second follow-up question is, I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan.
Oh.
Huge. And I'm so excited that, not just the season 4, but going forward, like a 5th and a possible 6th, and they've already kind of said how many episodes they're going to get, and I don't know. I know you can't say with so much, but how do I put it?
So much more from like
is
no
anything
much.
that the character Jessica or any other character that you might be playing, that you play any kind of role in season 4? And are you excited for season 4? I guess that's a better.
I'm excited for season 4.
Okay.
I pop up in season 4. That's all I can tell you. that's it, man. And I will make an appearance as someone at some time during season 4, and that's all I can say.
No, that's something. That's something.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, this week, the agents that are in the back of your heads, like, don't say anything. Those guys are clearly getting paid the money for a reason, because no one's giving anything. They're like, and that's all I have.
You're just hoping in the back of your mind, you're like, don't say anything so they keep hiring.
Yeah. It's absolutely amazing to have such a longevity in your career, and even not being able to say something, but us, when we leave out of here, we're going to know that something's coming, and you're going to have something you're going to have your fingerprints on. But we talked about Rick and Morty, but what about other projects that you have coming out that you may be able to talk about, or other things that you may be doing? Yeah.
Man, I've got a couple of big projects that I can't talk about yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I know that's the worst thing.
No. That's fine. That's the hype. We like that.
It's the tease.
We like that.
Yeah.
It's the
after the credits. We like that. We like that.
But we did just announce there's a new cartoon coming to Netflix called Archibald's Next Big Thing with Tony Hale, and man, that one it just makes you feel good. Like Archibald's just one of those sweet, positive characters, and like all these potentially crappy things keep happening to him, and he always finds some like positive spin on it and some way to like turn it into something cool. And so I play his little sidekick B, who is a bee, and buzzes. He says everything in bee language, and then all these other characters in the show, like they throw everything but the kitchen sink at me in that one. So that's been a lot of fun. DC Superhero Girls, we've got new episodes all during August coming out for that.
And I love the versatility.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally can do anything. And just for anybody who may not be familiar, when I say versatility, the different range of the characters, the diversity in the characters, both sexes of characters, just fun. Kills it. I was going to ask you if maybe we can just do the last of the interview with you doing the buzz, the B language.
Oh, the B language?
Yeah.
That would be really awesome.
Okay.
Actually, I'll give you a question. You can go with it, okay?
Okay, give me a question.
How has the experience been working with a major company like Netflix and like the creative freedom that they provide for you? Now, we may have a translator out there, so we're going to look that up. But just in case we don't, maybe you can actually drop those spoilers in B language now. Those projects you're working on.
Well, if I had to translate what I just said, I was saying, I love working for Netflix. I mean, sometimes we can't talk about things for the longest time. But it's really awesome, and there's a lot of exciting things coming up in the season.
Oh,
that's what I said.
That was perfect.
Well, as we get ready to wrap up because we're going to be short on our time, and I know you've said this on your questions page, but I think from what I read out of it, it did speak with a lot of emotion. So I would love to be able to hear and be able to get this on film as well too. But what does it mean for you to still 2019 totally relevant? 2020 is obviously going to be a big year. 2021 is obviously going to be a big year. You're still making waves in the business, but what does it mean for you to still be able to come back and come to these conventions where you mean so much to?
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing. Like it's almost hard to describe what it means to me, because when you start out and you do something, especially with voiceover stuff like this, and especially with anime, you're in a dark room by yourself just looking at a screen, and you have no idea if people are ever going to see it. You have no idea if it's going to touch people, and I'm going to get real emotional, but like you have people, coming up to conventions now, and they've got tattoos of quotes that meant something, or they'll say, that part you did got me through like the hardest time of my life, or I was at the verge of giving up, and something that you did made a difference, and man, like what a gift, like, and all these years later. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Well, thank you so very much.
And oh my gosh, didn't mean to get all emotional.
Oh, I love it. I wanted it. I wanted it.
Man.
Yeah, but thank you so much, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your Otacon.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh.
All right, now we gotta get a good picture.
Now we gotta get a picture. Now I'm gonna look up and make sure I don't spoil my mascara.